Hey friends, so in the middle of building my helicarrier, I just kind of had a little thought. So what I've got here is I've got the Turnigy servo tester, and this is a really cool little deal. It basically allows you to test and center your servos. This is a really cool little feature on it. It's got a manual mode, automatic mode, and a neutral position on it. So what you can do is you hook your servos up and you hook your power in on the side here, and you can the little knob in manual mode, you can run it back and forth and check the throw on your servo. In the automatic mode, and you just change your mode by hitting a little button right there, and it's got a light over here that shows which mode you're in. You go into automatic mode and it does it for you, basically taking this knob and turning it all the way from one endpoint to the other. And then you set it neutral, it centers your servo for you, so that when you're setting up a new plane, you can just kick it to neutral and it'll center your servo when you're going ahead and hooking up all your control rods. I've been using it for my hot wire foam cutter, which is really nice because when you have it in manual mode and you hook up the brushed ESC on the hot wire cutter, you just turn the power up to wherever it needs to go. But I was sitting here, I was using it because I'm wiring up the ESCs on the helicarrier, and normally when you test your rotation, whether it be on a multi-rotor or a plane, you want to test your direction of rotation of the motor. You can do that with this. So basically what I got, and you can kind of see it here, I got my ESCs and they're running from the underside. But because you have a BEC in your ESC, so your battery elimination circuit, you can just plug this right into the output. And this thing actually has 4 outputs on it, so you can do 4 servos at one time. So if you've got your plane all set up, you just plug them all in to the servo tester, and you can center them all up in one shot. But for checking your direction and rotation, you can do that really easy with this as well. You plug your servo into the output, and that's actually going to power the servo tester, so you don't need to put power into it here as you would if you're just running servos. So then I've got my leads down here coming off of the ESC. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug these in real quick. And you hear the initialization tone on the ESC, and you see, I don't know if you can see that light real well. There you go. That's telling me it automatically starts up in manual mode. And so test your direction and rotation. Really all you do is you just turn it up till you get your motor spinning. Check your direction and rotation. You can go ahead and switch your 2 wires if it's backwards, and then test it again. Really handy feature on this. I was really kind of pleased when I kind of figured that out, and I just thought I'd share it with you. So, just another use for your servo tester. HobbyKing.com. I'll go ahead and put the link to the servo tester in the description down below. You can go online to HobbyKing.com and pick one up if you want one for a servo tester, or if you want to check your direction and rotation without having to hook up your receiver, turn on your radio, and do all that stuff. It's a really nice time-saving feature. Have a good night.